Hi, friends. How's it going? It's 4 o'clock out west, 7 o'clock out east, and I am joining you, yes, from my kitchen. And the reason why I'm joining you from my kitchen is because I wanted to kind of make a cocktail with you here on this Friday late afternoon on the West Coast and into the evening on the East Coast. So, first of all, tell me how you are. Tell me what's going on. Let me know where you are and what you're drinking along. It could be water, it could be coffee, it could be tea. It could be a great mocktail. It could be a cocktail. No matter where you're watching from, I'm so happy that we can get together. Been a little while, and especially in a nice, fun, kind of a free atmosphere where I just want to have a Q&A. Just let me know what's going on with you. Let me know what you have on your mind, and we will chat all about it here on this Friday. So, hi to everyone. Dot, Kathy, Julian, Michael, Gary, Rhonda, Ruth, Gail, Dee Dee, Michael, Sue and Mark, June, Ann, everyone that is on, Anita. So good to see so many of you, and your names continue to kind of roll on by. And I love to see so many of you here with me this evening. It really does warm my heart, so thank you. It is 106 degrees out here in Vegas right now. It's hot for sure, so I thought I'd wear my flamingo shirt. You see all the flamingos? Kind of fun, right? So I'm bringing you into my kitchen. First of all, want to say hello to everyone who was with me on board Queen Elizabeth. We had an incredible time in Alaska. The weather wasn't the best in certain ports, but you know what? It's Alaska, and we all loved it, and it was great. And if you didn't see this picture, I want to show you this group shot that we had done. And a group picture is something that you do receive on a Sail with Seth cruise. And I know that it's a bit glossy, and I know that the light is kind of refracting here, but I didn't want to shrink the picture to put it into this model of a screen. So I wanted to show you this and all of the smiley faces and all the fun that we were having on board. We actually got this entire lounge. It was called the Yacht Club, and that entire lounge was reserved just for us to take in such wonderful views. Now, it was quite cloudy. It was quite raining, but it was still a great day. And I do want to say hello to each and every one of these smiling faces that are with me. So thank you for being here on board Queen Elizabeth with me. And thanks for being here on a fun Friday night. All right. So what do I have to say about all that? Do you hear that? Yes. Martha, Michael, Chris, thank you for this. It is the instant audience. So I know when you want to applause. Yeah, you are rooting for me here. And then when you want to hear something that's not so good, which I rarely do, yeah, boo. But it's not a boo kind of a night. It's an applause kind of a night. So let's just first make one of my cocktails that I kind of, it's my summer go-to. And there's one unusual ingredient that I use in my summer cocktails. And you know what? Let's see if you can guess it. Let's see if you can guess it. So look at all my hellos. Hello, 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 hello. Got so many of you. Thank you. Okay, so can you guess my secret ingredient that I use in my summer cocktails? Take a guess. Chris says gin. No. It is the mixer part. It's the mixer part. Michael says pineapple. No. Patty says bitters. No. Martha says pineapple. No. I'm noticing a trend here. Orange. No. Sparkling water. Yes. But Jerry says lavender. No. OJ, seltzer, sweet and sour. No. Mango. No. Sugar. No. Tropical juices. No. All right. Coconut. No. But I love all of them. I love all of these. It's an unusual thing that you would put into a drink. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this here on the side. All right. So what I am going to do is I am usually not a big vodka person. I like gin normally. But for the summer, I do like vodka because it's kind of a little bit more refreshing. I like a really good vodka. So this one is from Woodinville, which is outside of Seattle. And by the way, Woodinville is known for whiskey and wine, but Woodinville also makes a vodka. And this is by no means is a plug by any stretch. I love good distilleries around town. And if you could get away from the big brand names and do the small smaller mom and pop type of distilleries. That's the way to go. So I love vodka, or I should say I love Woodinville whiskey, but their vodka is great. So I just got a bottle of this when I was just in Washington, and it has it's really, really good. It's hard to describe the taste of Woodinville vodka, but it's great. It's not on their menu, so it's a little secret. So if you're in Woodinville, or if you come with me next July, and I'll talk more about that, to Seattle, we're having a couple of days in Seattle, one in downtown Seattle and one in Woodinville. So just remember what I'm talking about here. So Woodinville vodka, okay. So I've already put my ice in my shaker, and it's Friday night, so I'm going to live large. So I'm going to do a little double shot here. Maybe a little extra. Okay. And that is the vodka. Now, here is the secret ingredient that I don't think anyone has received. Did anyone guess it? Okay. So put in my vodka. And then what I use for a mixer, and it does taste really, really, really good. Did you give up? Jam. So when you mix the jam into your cocktail, it really takes the flavor of that jam. Specifically this one from Montana. And I got this from Montana when I was there last Christmas time. And this is huckleberry jam, and everything in Montana is huckleberry. That's what I've heard. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, kind of a teaspoon, if you will. And then I just mix it around. And then I'm going to give it a good shake, because then it'll stir and it'll make a really, really pretty color. So I love jam in my cocktails. Again, this is for a summer. You could do apricot, you could do peach, you could do whatever. Now, where it gets really technical is if it's really seedy. So I recommend a seedless jam. But I really do love jam as a mixer in my cocktails. Okay. So I'm going to put this back. You can see the lovely art that I have. This is all courtesy of Julie. I look like I have a 5-year-old that lives in my apartment, but it is not. It is Juliana's artwork. So there we go. All right. So then I'm going to give this a really, really, really good shake. And I really like it ice cold, especially when it's so hot here and it's really hot all across the board. So hi to everyone. Dee Dee says you need to try Idaho's potato vodka. Okay, and it's called Trust Me. I like that. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna, the jam really needs to kind of settle into place, so that's why I love using the jam. What do you think so far? Okay, all right, good. Okay, so there we go. My fingers are frozen. Let me show you. So I took the vodka and then the huckleberry jam. Nice, right? And then it becomes this fantastic cocktail. So it has a gorgeous color to it. It's just the jam and the vodka. And then what I like to do is put a little bit of sparkling soda. So this is lime. You can use any kind that you'd like. And then we say, cheers. Cheers, my friends. Yep, lift it up. Come on. And cheers. Happy Friday night. It's a great drink. I'm telling you, it's so easy. And all of your, it's just such a great flavor that you get from the jam. And a lot of people don't realize that when you throw jam into a cocktail, it kind of does take on the game. So it's like, I call it my little huckleberry spritz, if you will. Again, made with vodka, it takes on the taste, and it's a great way to try it. So yeah, try that next time and let me know what you think of adding jam as a mixer into your mix. I like it better than, like, say, the syrups, and I know jam is a little sugary, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's really good, and I like it. And I hope that everyone enjoys all of it. I think that's great. So Gail says, what was the last item? And that item was sparkling soda. So you could do lime, watermelon, plain. whatever you want to do. And it just kind of adds a little bit of a fizz to the drink. So easy, easy, easy. And that's it. Throw away. And then we're on to the next drink, which I'm not having right now. But this could get quite interesting because I really didn't have lunch today. So cheers to that. Okay, so how is everyone doing? What is new? Tell me what's happening with you. Let me know what's going on where you are. How's the weather? It's just kind of a chit chat, just to have fun, say hello, kind of touch base a little bit. Got 77 of you here right now, up from almost 90 that was here just a little bit ago. And it was great seeing you and meeting everyone as well. Oh, Bonnie, thank you. The Queen Elizabeth in Alaska was you was great. That's so fun. That's so great. And I had a great time with you and Glenn as well. We really had a good time. Gail says, nice in LA, raining in New Hampshire. Viera, Florida is hot, hot, hot. And Gary says, let's see who's interested in Iceland and Greenland in 2025. So yeah, that's something that I want to talk to you all about. Let me know where you want to go and what you want to see and what you want to do, because it's all a big family that we get together and we, try to give you what you want when it comes to traveling. And I do want to continue to give you some great itineraries that you'll continue to book. So let me know what you want to see and what you want to do, and I can go over some of our future trips as well. How does that sound? So again, Michael says back to Cuba. I wish. I never really had a chance to do that because I was still in television and we couldn't get that time off. And I really wanted to get to Cuba, and I'm so sad that I could not do that. Cheryl says, how about Australia and New Zealand in 25? And Cheryl, I have in a Australia New Zealand trip in 2025 to Australia. So that's what I've got going on. Morris says, it was great seeing you. We're truly looking forward to the Danube in 24. That's going to be great. Can't wait to see both of you. I want to know if you've had, Morris, your Sail with Seth shirt as your t-shirt of the day. That's what I want to know. Tina, hi. Oh, talking about Woodinville. Hi to you. Great Lakes in Africa cruise. Yes, we have that coming down as well. Annie says, I didn't get the chance to go to Cuba either. I know, so sad. And especially for us, Annie, who grew up in South Florida, right? It was so close, yet so forbidden. Dave says the Northwest Passage in Greenland. Rhonda did get to go to Cuba. Fun. Dee Dee says the Douro River. Going to throw that into the mix as well. Oh, Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you feeling? Sue says we went to Cuba. See, Sue, you went to a place that I didn't get to. So I want to go over and talk to you about some future trips. And you know what? Let's head over to the sofa, shall we? I'll give you a little tour. Sue says knee is still broken. I'm sorry. That's no fun. All right, let's head over to, Gail says a tour of Vegas. How many of you would actually come to Vegas if we all got to do something? By the way, this is my kitchen. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, there's all my drawings and my magnets that I buy. And who's with, I tend to leave my water bottles out because I like water at room temperature rather than cold. Am I the only one at that? I don't know. Anyway, so you are walking with me over to my living room because I figured, well, why not just be relaxed just a little bit. So here's my living room, everyone, if everyone wanted to see. It's not, so there is my pictures and my plant that I seem to keep alive. I have no idea how. And then I also love to get pillowcases from different places. So the pillowcases, this one's from Budapest. I love it because they're like hand sewn and everything. And then I have this one that is from Greece. Does that look familiar? And Gary, yes. Gary, yes, you did see a cow on the fridge from Switzerland. They all had bells on. I'm not kidding. They all had bells on. And I was so excited to see this and all of that. So yeah, it was very, very cool. And then of course, a gift that was given to me. I mean, come on, right? And then I still have my name tag from Holland America. So those make up all of my little magnets that I have. So I figured I want to share this one thing too with you. So when I left Holland, one of my last assignments, I was on Rotterdam for the naming ceremony. And I love Caroline, who is a cruise and travel director. You might have known her, Caroline. And she is one of my dear friends, and we still chat all the time. But she gave me this awesome keepsake, and that I still use it every single day. So it's Caroline and myself naming the Rotterdam as we were emceeing the big festivities. And this is where we were naming the bell in the dining room. And I got to host this with her. And it's something that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget. And when she gave this to me, I literally just bawled like a baby because it was just something that was so, so sweet. So I thought that this is such a cool gift. So whenever you're looking at like grocery stores or drugstores, or you're not sure what to get someone, you might be able to order these through a spot. Of course, the ships do it, but I know that I was looking at Walgreens or CVS or something like that, and I was looking to make a book. They have all of that there, and it also makes such an awesome gift. So this is such a great memory. And I love her. She is fantastic. Rebecca, if you guys know Rebecca, she lives in Vegas. So it's always fun to see Rebecca as well. And it's always great to keep in touch with, all my friends and all my everything. So anyway, I just thought I would take you over to the couch and just kind of see what's going on with you. And then we could just chit chat and have a happy hour and just kind of be relaxed instead of getting out of the sofa or getting out of my office, and just kind of taking you here to my living room. All right. Oh, Mary, thank you. You will go to history books. Thank you. That you are the sweetest. Thank you. And yes, the Libertos are here. Nice shirt, Seth. Thank you. And this was a gift from the Libertos, who were on a couple of my Sail with Seths. I hope that you guys could be able to join me again in the future. I would love that. And thank you again for the shirt. I love, love, love it. Okay. Susan says, do you still have Effie? I do have Effie, and I was with Effie when I was in Seattle last week, but Effie lives in Seattle, not in Vegas. So whenever I'm in Seattle, which I'll be back in a couple of weeks, I will see her there. And he says, what's happening with us is that we just received our global entry cards. Hallelujah. That saved me a ton of time when I was just in Vancouver. All right, so let's chat about, I'm reaching for my drink, so hold on. Let's talk about the trips that I have coming up. And I really want you to share this with your friends. I'm as successful as you make me successful. So everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. You're amazing. What can I do to help you? Well, that's great. But you're the ones who are amazing. You're the ones who really do help me out and send me all of your friends and send me your repeat business. So thank you so much for that. I also want to let you know that I am now booking independent travel. So if you are not happy with, say, your cruise counselor, whatever cruise line you're with, if you're not happy with your agent itself, I can go ahead and book some of your future trips if it's not necessarily with Sail with Seth. So I'm really excited to start venturing in on that. So if you do want any of my services, please feel free to go ahead and let me know. I also want to let you know that there's an easier way to make a schedule with me. So what do you mean by that? So I just set up what is called Calendly. Calendly. I think I'm saying this right. Anyway, it gives you an opportunity to schedule something with me for a half hour. And there I can answer any of your questions, whether it be from a future trip or whether it be from a past trip or a future independent trip, whatever it may be. I am going to give you that time where we could chat together and do all of that. So this is how you go ahead and reach me. Again, jot this down on your phone. I'm going to leave this up here for just a little bit so you can run and grab a pen, paper, pencil, or just grab it, or just take a screenshot of this. So what you do to reach my Calendly page is go to Calendly, so CALENDLY.com/sale-with-Seth/30min. I know, kind of a mouthful, right? But Calendly.com/sale-with-Seth/30min. And that, friends, is going to you schedule something with me, I'll be able to call you and we can go over whatever it is that you want to go through. Now, if it's something that I happen to have forgotten about, or you're still looking for an answer from me, or whatever it may be, I want to answer those questions for you. And I know sometimes you send me an email and I call you back and you're not home, or I think this is really going to help a bit. So once again, it's very simple to do. Calendly.com. So Calendly.com/sale-with-Seth. So this is perfect for you, Sue, who says you forgot to call me this week. Go on Calendly.com/sale-with-Seth/30min, right there. And that is a great way to go ahead and, because you can only imagine that I get a lot of emails from a lot of you, and that's understandable. But I also want to make sure that I'm giving you all of my time. And everything is really coming along. Thank goodness for Mariah, my new assistant, who I know a lot of you have not been speaking with her yet, but you will. And she is so great and so sweet and wonderful that I do want to. Things are moving really along, and like I said, she's doing really, really well. So once again, Sale with Seth is how you reach me at Calendly.com/sale-with-Seth/30min. So the organizational process is going really well. We've been doing a lot about that, and I thought that this would be a great way to just talk about whatever is on your mind. And honestly and truly, if you have booked something with someone else and that you have a question for me, I'm always willing to help you. So please go ahead and just check in on that. Again, I'll go ahead and throw that up. Calendly.com/sale-with-Seth/30min. And then that way you can go ahead and get on my calendar. And I would love to be able to chat with you. That's going to be a great thing to do. All right, so let's go ahead and chat about some of my future trips that I have and that there is still some availability on. I am going to be adding several to the mix in 2025. I just signed on the dotted line today, so I will have more information for you on Africa next week. I am going to, if you are interested in Africa, please send me an email at salewithseth@gmail.com or any of the trips that you see, and I will add you to the exclusive first run list. Africa will only have about, I would say, 18 spots. That's it, because what we're trying to do is get the whole ship full, and the ship would be a riverboat through the Chobe River, and also a visit to Kruger in South Africa, as well as Victoria Falls in Tanzania and Zimbabwe. So it's going to be a great one. Just know in your mind that when you do send me one, it is not going to be that $9.99 inside cabin special for Africa. It is going to be a bit more, but I also say that it is all inclusive and you are going to love every minute of it. So if you're interested in Africa, and you don't, this is not something that I'm just telling you where once you send me an email, you're locked in. No, not at all. But I want to give you the preferential treatment if you're interested in that and give you the first opportunity before I give it out to the public. So once again, if you're interested in Africa, please go ahead and send me an email. No obligation by any means. salewithseth@gmail.com. Okay, so let's talk about some of our trips that we have, shall we? The next group trip is going to be in September. Can you believe that? I know, it's only July 7th. I have a ton going on. So I don't want you to think it's just, feet up cocktailing, although right now it seems like it, doesn't it? But I have a lot happening to get up to speed and to get everything going. So September 29th is my next one, and my mom is going on this one. So that's going to be great. I'm really excited. If you want to meet my mom, who's a fun gal, she's going to be on this cruise. There is still some availability, not a lot of availability, but if you are interested in this one, it leaves out of New York City and goes up to Quebec City. So that should be a wonderful, wonderful trip. And that is going to be the 7-night Canada New England cruise, September 29th through October 6th, New York City to Quebec City. That really should be a great cruise. Let me just go ahead and get some of your comments here, because I know that some of them, my mom is watching. You are a lot of fun, Mom. It's going to be fun. A lot of you are asking how my dad's doing. He's doing really, really well. I went over their house last night for dinner. And now, granted, keep in mind, I've been gone for a couple of weeks, right? So he comes around the corner and there he is, just standing there. No cane, no walker. And he looked great. And I was so excited. I was really so excited. So it really made my night. And we're going to go see my niece and nephew on Sunday. And we're all going to be having dinner over there. So it's going to be great. And he's coming along really, really well. So I'm very, very, very excited. But thank you all for all of your good wishes. He's really healing nicely. He's in PT. So things are going really, really well. Mary says, Africa changes you. It really does. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. Michael, it would be absolutely great. Gene saying, is Zach still with you? Zach is not a part of Sail with Seth anymore. Let's see. Sue says, but you're always on a cruise. I don't know. You can schedule some time and you will see. If it's not highlighted, you can't schedule that time, Sue. So go ahead and schedule a time there for you. Yes, MJ, hi. QM2 is a fantastic ship. That is great. Paul is saying, should we book our own shore excursions? So I will tell you that we are looking at group excursions for Halifax and for Quebec City. So I will have more information on that. And for everyone who's watching that is going on Queen Mary 2 with me, stay tuned for a live Zoom, and we will have that in just about 2 weeks. So I will go over all of that information. You will see and see an email from me within the week on some of the private excursions. But again, that's basically going to be in Halifax as well as in Quebec City. So Paula, that should answer. My mom says, we felt all the love and good vibes from the Sail with Seth peeps. Well, thank you. And they really did. It was great. Martha says, looking forward to meeting your mom and Queen. Will you ever do land tours? I won't do strictly land. I will do something that encompasses land and a cruise. Like Africa is going to be land and a cruise, meaning that it's going to be on a river, but still it's going to be a part of a cruise. So you have those things to look for. But strictly land, as of right now, probably not for a group. Okay. If you are still looking for trips for the end of this year, I do have those trips for the end of this year. And right after Cunard is going to be a 12-night Melodies of the Danube on Ama Waterways. This is on Ama Viola, the same ship that I was on back in March. It's doing the same exact itinerary that I was on. And I will say that this trip still has some availability left. I will also say that this trip has some incredible solo pricing. I'm telling you, incredible. I am not allowed to do pricing over online because of other agencies and other things. We have some exclusive stuff going on. So there are some cruise lines that limits I'm not allowed to talk about, and AMA being one of them. So I will tell you that I have, if you are interested in a solo rate, I could probably, without giving too much away, say that you are going to be hardly paying a single supplement. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It is unbelievable. unbelievable deal. Solo specials, because we are getting to the finishing line and it's in October. Solo rates are unbelievable. Again, salewithseth@gmail.com if you're interested. If not, no worries. But if you are looking at something that you want to do on the Danube and it is in October, the solo rates are fantastic. So this is the same trip, yes, Morris, that I am planning for 2024 as well, and I'll talk more about that. Mary saying it is an amazing solo rate with the pre and post. So basically what is going to happen is that the hotels are all included and you're paying solo rate. You're not paying the double. So that's what I love so much about it. So all of your hotels are included. They're giving you free hotel in Prague. So it's truly, truly, truly incredible. And it is going to be a great cruise. Melodies of the Danube from Budapest to Slovakia, Vienna, into Austria, Germany, and everything there is going to be included. So that's what's so great about AMA Waterways. You don't have those extra surcharges that you're like, wait, what? And you get extra things associated with the Sail with Seths. Again, I can't really go into the detail on that, but you are going to be enjoying all of that. So once again, that is the Melodies of the Danube, Budapest to Prague. If you know anyone who's interested, please send them my way, sailwithseth@gmail.com. I love some of the different comments here, and those being Dee Dee saying, I'm going solo on the Danube and the rate is great. And Mary is also going. She says, see you there, girl. And I love it. Vivian also going on with saying, guessing solo pricing won't be quite as friendly on the Africa. It will not be, unfortunately. But I will say that if you are interested in Africa, I could put together a list. So if you are interested in maybe finding a roommate, that is something that we can also look in on. And maybe we can find you something like that. But it's going to be an awesome package for sure. All right. So that is for that. Now, another one that is beyond inexpensive. I don't want to say cheap because that's the wrong word, but I'm going to say cheap just because it is insanely cheap, is the transatlantic cruise. Now, you've heard me talk about this cruise several times. You might have received an email from me talking about this cruise, and you're like, Seth, I'm done talking about it. I don't want to do it. If you've ever wanted to experience a transatlantic cruise, this is the cruise for you. And I say this because, yes, it's on Symphony of the Seas. It is a large ship. However, this is the time to experience such a ship. And I want you to do it with me. And the reason I say this is because I can get preferred things. Let's put it that way. We can go on board and get some preferred seating, say, or we can go on and I will walk you through the ship personally to take you on a tour so you don't feel overwhelmed. This cruise is going to be fantastic. And I say this because it is 14 nights on one of the world's largest ships. You do not feel like you are with thousands of other people. I know that you're like, well, wait, there's a lot of kids. Not necessarily the case. So this ship is leaving out of Barcelona, going to Valencia, Spain. We'll have a private tour in Valencia. We'll have a private tour in Seville, and then 9 sea days crossing the water, which you will never be bored. There is no way in the world that you will be bored on board this ship. There are so many restaurants to choose from. There are so many onboard activities to choose from that you will not be bored. You'll get to Nassau before arriving into Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And once again, that's October 29th to November 12th. It is going to be a wonderful, wonderful trip. And this trip is going to be one that you'll remember forever because of the ship itself. And yes, I know that you might be thinking, I just don't think that we can do it. It is going to be incredible. And I love that some of you are already posting here and saying, like Leslie, I was with you on board a Sail with Seth. Hi to you. I was on the Wonder of the Seas last December for 3 nights. We packed a week's worth of eating and shows in those 3 nights. I don't even know how you can do a ship like this in 3 nights, but I mean, sure. Think about a 14-night cruise. Think about a 14-night cruise. It's really going to be giving you, and the pricing. uh, So yeah, I can't go into the pricing, but it is ridiculously low. So I like this. Martha's recruiting everyone. Michael Petty, Chris Anderson, the TA. Yes, yes, and yes. Annie saying that transatlantics are without kids. Heidi saying crossings are the best ever. They really are. They went, oh, Michael, I love it. So tempting work schedule conflict. I must maintain willpower. That's what we always have to say, right? And I would love it if you guys went. That would be great. So I will also let you know that Royal Caribbean's internet is probably the best internet at sea. It's called Voom, and it really does work well. Not like the others where you get it and then you're like holding it up and doing all of the things. And yeah, they really do have some really good internet. All right, so that is what I've got for you there. And again, it is a fantastic cruise. If you're interested at all, sailwithseth@gmail.com. I can get you pricing. It's perfect for my Floridians. And the reason I say that is because it's a one-way ticket to Barcelona, and then you get off the ship in Fort Lauderdale and you're home. So it is really, really, really a great deal. And I will tell you, I think I can tell you this. Single rooms for less than $2,000 a person. Solo rooms for less than $2,000 a person. Not a joke. So again, sailwithseth@gmail.com if you're interested in that. All right. So then we have the Christmas market cruise. I literally have one cabin left on this one. So if you're interested, let me know. But this one is Christmas on the Main and Moselle. We start in Paris, we end in Prague. And this is what is going to really be an awesome trip. December 2nd to the 13th, we get to Paris. Everything is included in this also. This is on Viking River, on the Herja, and you start in Paris, hotels are included. Get to the Main and Moselle rivers, all the Christmas markets, this is going to be fantastic. We end in Prague, and then a majority of us go to Poland to wrap things up. So that's going to be a wonderful, wonderful trip. And again, Christmas on the Main and Moselle from Paris to Prague. We go into next year, and when I say price cut on this, I mean price massive cut. Massive for Antarctica. What I'm looking for, and I'm going to have more information on this, if you are interested in Antarctica at all, the price has dropped by thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Again, not exaggerating. Thousands of dollars. From what I was quoting earlier, I am likely adding to the mix that you could probably, for double occupancy, sail for almost half off. So what you were going to pay previously for two, you probably are going to pay a touch above that. Let me backtrack. What you are going to pay individually times two, you are likely going to be paying half of that for both of you. Does that make sense? Again, I can't talk individual pricing on this one, but we're likely going to be moving to another ship. With that said, it might be moved to the beginning of January. So it's going to be early January now. It's blow your mind good. So, and I hate being so naive, and I do not want to be that person where I'm like, ooh, and then lure you in, and that's not who I am. I don't want to be the slimy salesman, and I'm not trying to do that, but I don't want to get in trouble and then have to pay fines and then ruin contracts if I just can't do that. But what I'm saying to you is it is dramatically lower than what anyone has been quoted or any of the emails that have been out there. So if you are interested, again, I can send you the information at salewithseth@gmail.com if you're interested in that. Let me go ahead and bring you in. Can't wait for the Christmas market cruise for sure. Christine, you cannot beat the Christmas markets in Germany. It is true. I can't wait for that. I am so ecstatic about that I can't wait. So that's going to be good. Martha's saying solo specials. Is that for Antarctica? There are some solo specials, but it really is going to be. The answer is yes. There are solo specials. Yes, for Antarctica. And it is going to be in early January now, early January departure. So the dates for Antarctica are going to be likely leaving the US January 3rd. January 3rd is when it leaves the US. If you are interested in that sailing, let me know, please. Let me know if you're interested at all. Send me an email and I can send you the details once I know them for the beginning of next week. I still have availability. The ship is still available. All the extras that I have, it's basically, let's put it this way, it's all inclusive. There is no, you get a parka, you get a vest, you get walking sticks, you get the boots, you get all of the things. Zodiac landings, polar plunge, the list goes on and on and on and on. And everyone on board when you cruise with me has everything included. Tips, Wi-Fi, drink package. I mean, all of it. All of it is included. Room service, 24-hour room service. It's great. So yes, it'll be really, really nice. And it's going to be meeting in Buenos Aires. So we get into Buenos Aires, and then we have a charter flight that is just us that gets to go from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia. We get to land in Ushuaia, go around Antarctica, and then on our way home, get this one. On our way home, we are going to stop in Torres del Paine, which is in Patagonia. All included. It's true. So beginning of January is when that trip is going to happen. And again, there is such great, and I'm trying to get onboard credits for you to maybe take a spa treatment, all of that kind of good stuff. So again, beginning of January is when it's going to be leaving, January 3rd of 2024. So think about that. You're done with New Year's, and then you're like, you know what? It is going to be a good New Year because I am going to Antarctica in just a couple of days. So it's going to be good. It arrives back, and again, I am looking at the calendar here. So if we leave on January 3rd, cruise is the 5th. You'll be back either the 14th or the 15th back into the US. I should say 15th or 16th. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing cruise. Vivian says Antarctica changes you beyond words. I can't wait. Joe, come. Bring the new love. Wayne says, I cannot wait for this cruise. It's going to be awesome. Melinda, hi. How's Sandra doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So good to see your face. So yeah, that's going to be great. So just giving you a heads up there. All right. So shall we move on? Mardi Gras. Who's ever done Mardi Gras before? Have you ever been to Mardi Gras on a Fat Tuesday? It's kind of one of those bucket list items that if you haven't and you've always wanted to do Mardi Gras, you've got to do it with me. And the reason I say that is because I am still putting the finishing touches together for the actual New Orleans festivities. And Sail with Seth guests are going to have a private balcony. Maybe I'm talking a little too early, but I'll tell you what I'm in the works for. A private balcony overlooking the French Quarter. And everyone says, and this is a true thing, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's a true thing. And for all of you who have been, you know what I'm talking about. For Mardi Gras, it's impossible to find a bathroom. It just is. It's impossible. We are going to have a private bathroom. We are going to have gumbo. We are going to have a chef. We're going to have a drinks. We're going to have everything flowing. We're going to have beads. We're going to have all of it on Fat Tuesday. And again, I can't wait for you to join me on that. So this cruise is, and let me tell you here, go back to it. So we start out of Tampa, Florida. It's on Celebrity Constellation, and you're at sea, and then you're in New Orleans for 3 full days. So 2 overnights that you are in New Orleans. And then we've got 2 sea days to recover after a crazy Fat Tuesday. And then we go to Roatan, Honduras, Belize City, Belize, Cozumel, Mexico, and then 2 sea days to get back. So the crazy is in the front, and the crazy being the New Orleans part. So you can party all night. And even if you don't want to, that's okay too. And if you are going to celebrate Mardi Gras and you are Catholic and you do observe Ash Wednesday, I have a church that we can go to, and you can get the ashes on Ash Wednesday, and then the ship will leave later that afternoon. So there's plenty of availability, plenty of time that I can go ahead and get you in. And then you have the 2 sea days coming home. It really is going to be a fantastic cruise. And once again, that's the 12-night Mardi Gras and Caribbean. If you've never been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, it's something that you really should do. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have costumes. It's just going to be a blast. It really is. It's going to be a blast. And the price is right. So if you are interested in that cruise, let me know. Paige saying thought it was full. It is not full, no. But balconies are hard to come by right now. So if you still want availability, it's going to be in an ocean view stateroom. But the balconies are sold out as of now. I will put you on a list if a balcony does open, and then I'll go ahead and get you that. MJ saying, is the private balcony part done at night? It is not. It's going to be during the day. It's going to be during the day on Fat Tuesday. So it's going to be through the day. And then that night does get a little bit on the crazy side. So I thought that we have the option where the balcony is going to be best during the day. And then at night itself, you can either work your way back to the ship or just hang out that evening. Ruth, are we coming into Tampa early? Yes, that's certainly going to be an option, and we'll talk much more about that as we go. Oh my God. Kara Connolly, if you are still watching, we have got to talk. So Kara and I were co-anchors together in Pittsburgh, Kansas. We did the morning show together. And this is 20 years ago, easily. What is it, 2023? No, it wasn't. It was 23 years ago. We were in Pittsburgh, Kansas, Joplin, Missouri. We were working at the CBS station together, KOAM. And I have not. Oh my God, that just made me so smile. Kara, we need to talk because there's so much to get caught up on. I don't even know where to start. So sending love to you, my friend. Let's chat. I love it. It is so true. This is so funny. Anyway, yes, let's go ahead and chat. Send me your info in a direct message because I really need to chat with you. Oh my God. Such great memories. Michael saying we're booked now collecting beads. Yes, and you are going to get a lot of beads. Not because of certain things. Okay, well, let me start over. Is the vodka hitting me? I don't know. No. I'm saying everyone will get lots of beads before we go because I'm going to stockpile beads. So that's the right way of saying it. Okay, next is Tahiti. So here's the thing about Tahiti. Everyone has asked me, what is your favorite cruise you've ever done? What is the best place to do it? Where's the best place to go? My favorite cruise, it's so hard to say, but this is definitely in the top few. The ship's incredible. It's a yacht, really. It's 10,000 tons. It's a yacht. It is from March 6th to the 14th. It's round trip up to Papeete. This cruise includes it all. Drink package, laundry, Wi-Fi, airfare from Los Angeles. It goes on and 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 on. And we already have an amazing group on this voyage. So I will say to you that if you are interested in this cruise, it is great. Now, a couple of things that you have got to remember. This cruise is in Tahiti, and it is sun and fun and beaches and swimsuits and pool time and private island and sand and beaches and beaches and beaches and gorgeous water. That's what you have. So when I say this, I say it because if you are really into major shore excursions or cultural experiences, or this might not be the trip for you. But what I will say is if you love the heat and you love crystal clear water and you love snorkeling and you love water sports and you love island life and you love the most incredible people on earth, Tahiti is for you. And I will tell you that no one does Tahiti better than Windstar. It just doesn't happen. I loved it so much that I cannot wait to go back. This cruise is truly an absolute wonder. It is going to be the best vacation that you probably have ever been on because of the relaxed atmosphere and just the relaxation of it all. It is by far one of, I can't say the best, but it is one of the best vacations I have ever done. Anne is going, she says, wants to spend 7 days in the water up to my neck with a tropical drink in hand. And that is exactly what you are going to do. Paige saying, yes, Tahiti. Awesome. John saying, dreams of Tahiti looks fun. There's so much information about Tahiti and about this cruise that I can personally send you a flyer with everything that is included. And again, send me an email. When you send me an email, friends, this is not an obligation. This is just a request for more information. And that's what I want to get you. So once again, let me know that information. And it's sailwithseth@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email. And I'm super, super, super happy about what you want. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the next trip. And that is going to be Asia. So while I am doing this, I am actually moving because my foot is falling asleep, and I'm going to move back over to the kitchen. So I'm going to move John's comment as well. Sorry for the loud noises, everyone. Let me go ahead and take John's comment off. And this is the Asia itinerary. So for Asia, it's a 30-night cruise. Now, you can swap this and make it a 14-night cruise. If this is something that you want to do, you can do the first half, which is a 14-night, and then the following cruise is going to be the Trans-Pacific. But if you are interested in just going to go over to Japan and seeing Japan, do it with me because it's my most favorite country on the planet. And I have so many fun things that I'm working on for the group. If you want to continue on into Seattle, I want you to do that as well. And that's also going to be a fantastic trip. It's going to be the Trans-Pacific portion that we do get to go ahead and visit some really, really, really great places. And those places are going to be in Alaska, like Kodiak, Alaska, and Icy Strait Point, Ketchikan, and Victoria. And then we're back into Seattle. So once again, it's a little bit of something for everyone. And I really think that you would absolutely love it. It's a 30-night cruise. So yes, it's going to be a bit of a investment, if you will, in time, not so much money, because it's, running really good pricing. And I'll also say, if you're familiar with the Have It All from Holland America Line, then you will appreciate that the Have It All is literally dollars above the regular. So it's really worth it to do the Have It All on this type of cruise. So once again, this is the 30-night North Pacific crossing, April 13th through May 12th. And if you're interested in this cruise, I'm more than happy to go ahead and give you pricing on that. Also, I could include prepaid gratuities in this. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. The gratuities won't cost you anything. And for 30 nights, it's a huge deal. So once again, starts in Yokohama, ends in Seattle, 30-night North Pacific crossing. This is going to be on Holland America's Westerdam. So that is Holland America Line's Westerdam that you can go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are on that. Again, sailwithseth@gmail.com. All right, let me go back and see some of your comments here. I turned the fan off because it was a little obnoxious. Are single rates available for the Japan cruise? Yes, they are available on the Japan cruise, Annie. So send them that way. Joe is saying, what happened to Kodiak? It's there. It's there, Joe. Did I put it in there? No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, right there, Kodiak. Kodiak is there. We're still going. Do we need a visa for Japan? No. The answer is no. No visa for Japan for United States. If you're a citizen of the U.S., you do not need a visa, and Canada, you do not need a visa for Japan, Ruth. That's the one I'm telling you need to go. Sue says, has the price dropped on Japan? It has not. I just ran over, and I will keep you posted on that, but no, it has not. But I keep looking for that. Marianne says, looking for the fan. Thanks. Home Depot. Trying to see any other comments that I'm missing. No. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and chat about the new trip that I have added. Now, this is for 2024. All right. And it's going to be in Alaska. And this trip is going to be on Celebrity Cruises. Now, this is on Celebrity Edge. Let me go ahead and throw this up. I haven't really publicly talked about it. And again, we're going to be talking much more about this in the next couple of weeks where I'll have an Alaska show. But this is a 10-night Alaska Dawes Glacier cruise. Now, Celebrity Edge is a ship that has not been on the West Coast before. Celebrity Cruises is bringing this to Seattle for the first time, and it is a state-of-the-art ship. If you've never been on Celebrity, I encourage you to try Celebrity. I encourage you to enjoy the Edge because there are some amazing, amazing things to do on board, as well as while we are in Alaska. The difference between this cruise and, say, a normal cruise, if you will, is that it's a 7-night cruise, but we are going to be doing a 3-night Seattle experience. A 3-night Seattle experience on board this ship. What do I mean by that? I mean that you will be flying into Seattle, say, on a Tuesday. I'm just telling you. Tuesday, throughout the day, in the evening, you will fly into Seattle. On the 10th, which is going to be on a Wednesday, you are going to be having a incredible tour of downtown Seattle. And I'm working on getting us behind the scenes at Pike Place Market. We'll go to the Space Needle and Chihuly Garden. Then the following day, we have an all-day wine tasting and exploration of Woodinville, Washington. Great town. You're really going to enjoy that. We'll have dinner before we head back to downtown Seattle. And then on the 12th, we board the ship. So once again, I am showing you my backyard. I'm showing you Seattle. And it is something that we are really going to enjoy. Again, this is going to be July 9th through the 19th. So it's a 3-night Seattle experience and then the cruise itself. If you are interested in that cruise, please send me an email on that. sailwithseth@gmail.com. sailwithseth@gmail.com. And I will tell you, let me go ahead and just see. There are a couple of, I don't know if there's any availability left, but this is what I get to do when I'm on with you. And I'm going to see if there are any single rooms that are left available. Let me just double check and see here. And if there are, there might be one or two. Let me see. There's one. There is one single balcony left. One. If you want it, email me right now. sailwithseth@gmail.com. Legitimately, there's one stateroom for single occupancy. So if you want that, let me know ASAP, and I will get that saved for you. There is one single room left available. And if you're interested in that, please send me an sailwithseth@gmail.com. Again, that's going to be a great one. All right. So once again, that's going to be the Celebrity Edge, and we'll talk much more about that. Plus, I can get you some Modus onboard credits and all that kind of good stuff. Following that is the 21-night Britain, Scotland, and Ireland with Norway. This is July 27th to August 17th. And this is a 21-night British Isles cruise with Norway. You have the option of not doing Norway and just doing British Isles, or Norway to the mix. When you add Norway to the mix, it's really not that much more. And bigger ships are going to be not allowed in Norway much longer. So when I say that, the bigger ships can't cruise through the fjords. That's what I should say. The bigger ships are going to be effective in 25 or 26, not allowed through the fjords. And if that's the case, then this is the year to go ahead and get that done. 21 nights, British Isles, Scotland, and Ireland with Norway, round trip Rotterdam on Holland America Lines Rotterdam, July 27th through August 17th. That's a great, great, great cruise to do. And again, if you're interested at all in this one, July 27th to August 17th, that's a great one. Another one added to the mix, and a lot of you are asking, am I going to do river next year? And the answer is yes. So if you are hesitant to try the river, Ama Waterways has built a ship called Ama Magna. Ama Magna is the largest river boat on the river. I say this because it is designed for ocean-going cruise fans that are new to river cruising. I, again, just signed the contract on this one, and I'll have pricing next week. I will make a list if you're interested, sailwithseth@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. This is also doing the same type of itinerary, Budapest, Slovakia, Austria, into Germany. And this is a 12-night on the Magna from Ama Waterways. It is a river cruise that is unlike any other. 4 different restaurants, a pickleball court, a pool. I mean, this is definitely more for the ocean-going cruiser who's a little hesitant on going to the river because you're afraid it's going to be a little too small. So once again, Magna on the Danube, Budapest to Prague, August 16th through the 28th of 2024. Once again, going to be a fantastic, fantastic cruise. And that's on the Magna. I'll go back to some of your comments and see. Barbara, I really want to cruise the British Isles on the Rotterdam. Barbara, let me know. Send me a note, and I am more than happy to go ahead and get you set up for that. Send me an email, sailwithseth@gmail.com. You know that. Chris says, don't be hesitant. River cruises are amazing. Thank you, my friend. I agree with that. I like Annie. I want to go on this one, but we're having our deck replaced and are getting a new roof in July. Being an adult is hard. This is true. This is true. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the Galapagos. So the Galapagos, I have 8 rooms left. And if you've ever wanted to go to the Galapagos, this is in October of 2024. There's only a few cruise lines that offer cruises through the Galapagos, excuse me. And I will say to you that this is the opportunity that you want. It's on Celebrity Flora, 10 nights. It's doing the outer loop of the islands. You get a pre or post hotel in Quito. So a pre and post hotel, rather, in Quito. So you'll arrive, we'll have a city tour of Quito, and then we get on a chartered plane to Baltra in the Galapagos, and then we get sent out to our cruise ship. This cruise is for all abilities. There are no restrictions in the sense of if you can't get on a Zodiac, then you're going to watch from the ship. It is going to, and they allow the platform itself, you can get on the Zodiacs, whether you have difficulty walking or whether, no matter what, they have and are willing to help you out. There are 2 different options for this cruise. One of them is the 10-night option, and the other one is the 16-night option. The 16-night option does involve Machu Picchu in a land tour, and it's fully escorted. Again, if you're looking for information on that, please go ahead and let me know. The Galapagos are one of those things that are just so absolutely, absolutely one of those once in a lifetime walk in the footsteps of Darwin type of cruise. 10-night Galapagos, again, pre and post in keto, and then the 16-night Galapagos. What I can offer you here is a $750 air credit towards a air ticket. So that means that if your air is $750, then your air is free. If it's $800, then you take $750 towards your air and then only pay $50. See what I mean? So again, that's for Galapagos only, and it is in October of 2024. This is one that has been selling really well. We've got a great group on it. 10 nights, 16 nights. You pick what you want to do. October 4th, they all start. First one ends October 14th and ends on October 20th for the Machu Picchu. And for those that are looking for Australia and New Zealand into 2025, let's do it, friends. We're going to be on the Celebrity Edge. And this is the 12-night New Zealand adventure. And this is for February 19th to March 3rd. We're going to start in Auckland. We overnight in Auckland. I'm going to set up an excursion for us to Waiheke Island, where they have the wineries that you might be familiar with in New Zealand. We're going to go to the Bay of Islands, Tauranga, and continue on from there. Wellington, one of my favorite cities that I've been to in New Zealand. That is going to be one that is going to be fantastic. Then we go to Dunedin, Dusky, Milford, and Doubtful Sound, and then we cross the Tasman Sea over to Sydney. We have an exclusive Sail with Seth tour in Sydney before we continue on to Tasmania, Kangaroo Island, visit the southern ports of Adelaide and Melbourne, and then we arrive back into Sydney. I'm also looking for a post extension into the outback from Sydney, and we'll talk more about that here as we get closer, but this is not until 2025. So once again, for Australia and New Zealand, the fun begins February 19th through March 3rd, and then March 3rd through March 12th. And again, these are the cruises that are going to be amazing to do because New Zealand and Australia, one of my favorite places on earth. So again, we start off by a 12-night New Zealand adventure, February 19th to March 3rd. And then March 3rd through March 12th of 2025 is when we wrap things up for Australia. If you're interested in this, I do have some cabin availability. For my group rates, I only have a handful of rooms left. Those are highly discounted rates that include the beverage packages. It includes all of the amenities, including the Wi-Fi, as well as the gratuities. So if you're interested in the Australia cruise as well as New Zealand, please go ahead and let me know. And if you do both of those cruises, there are some special savings that I have for you as well. Julianne saying dream trip, and it really is. It's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal trip for sure. Barbara says, watching you on my cell phone from the car. Bob is driving. Hi, Bob. Both hands on the steering wheel. He's a cop. He knows that. Get back to me, Barb, though, for sure. Let me know what's going on with you on Rotterdam, and I hope you're doing really, really well. Scott, long time no see, friend. Give me a call. Let me know what's going on with you. All right. Edie says, first time viewer, amazing info. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Edie, I apologize if I messed that up. And if you have any other questions, please go ahead and let me know. And also, my friends, I want you to be able to get a hold of me easily, and I want you to schedule some time on my calendar. So I talked about this at the beginning, and I want you to go ahead and write this down. Calendly.com, again, or take a snapshot of it, calendly.com/sailwithseth/30min. Not minutes, 30min. So calendly.com/sailwithseth/30min. And that way we're able to go ahead and schedule some time together, and I'll be able to get you on the calendar so I can drop everything and, kind of be able to get back to you in a more organized and more timely manner. So if I still owe you a call and I haven't called, I apologize. You can only imagine how many emails, and it's not an excuse by any means, and we're all human. So I really do appreciate your patience with everything. I know that I can do a better job at that, and that's what I'm working on right now in trying to get everything so organized that I can go ahead and take those calls. I'm also looking forward to helping you in any other kind of travel that I can help you with. And again, you can email me any kind of requests or any kind of time. If you want to go ahead and chat with me, go to my Calendly page. If not, just have an email question for me. Go ahead and send me that email. And I am working on improving my return time. Let me go ahead and put it that way. So again, salewithseth@gmail.com. What other questions? What other questions do you have? I tried that site. Is it set up? Should be. Let me go ahead and try it. Calendly. Yep, it's there. Calendly, calendly.com/salewithseth/30min. 30min. And if you go to that site, you can go ahead and do that. Oh my God, Morris, you are too kind. That is very sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very sweet of you. And Lisa too. And Lisa. Very sweet of you and Lisa too. Gail says, what has the date for New Zealand? And that is in 2025. So it starts in February of 2025 and ends in March of 2025. Pete says, are you doing the Christmas markets in 24? So Leslie, yes, it does include the Lord of the Rings sites. Yes. Leslie says, does the New Zealand cruise include the Lord of the Rings sites? It does. Pete says, are you doing the Christmas markets in 24? So I haven't decided. If there is a strong showing for if you want Christmas markets in 2024, let me know. I need to have a serious, I need to have not a serious commitment. I don't want to say that, but I need to have, I guess what I'm saying is a serious commitment, if you will. If you are interested in a 2024 river cruise on the river for Christmas, let me know and I can add that to the mix. If you have interest at all in that, let me know and I will more than happy go ahead and add that to the mix. I would love to, but let me know what you think. By the way, it went way diluted because I just added sparkling water. So just let everyone know, like, what happened to your drink? Bonnie says, you have been great. Thank you, Bonnie, so much. So appreciate it. Thank you. Gail says, New Zealand, Australia date and is balcony available? It is available. It is available, Gail. It is. Susan says, New Zealand, Australia, do you only have set rooms available or any that show as open? I do have anything that does show as open, but I did send you an email, Susan, with a stateroom that I've already selected for you. So take a look at that. Oh my gosh, Vivian. So I'm going to share this with you because I was also wanted to share this with you too. Vivian says, it's not even a year since we sailed in Alaska on Holland American. Your life turned upside down right after. You are doing amazing. Plenty would still be buried under their bed sheets with woe was me thoughts. You're doing fantastic. Vivian, you really made my evening with that comment. Thank you. It is going to be a year soon, and a year soon that I started Sail with Seth on my own. And we're going to have a big party. So mark your calendars in August because we are going to have a big celebration, all of us here. And it's going to be a great day when we all get together and have that party. So look for that. And Vivian, you are extremely kind, and thank you so much for those words. Annie, since you didn't really want to go to Australia, I would love you to come to Australia with me. Julianne saying, typing again the Calendly website, what time zone? So I'm in Pacific time zone, but the best part about Calendly is that it goes to your time zone where you are. So it'll automatically reflect on my time zone. So once you click on that, you will it'll kind of walk you through. So go ahead and do that, click on that, and then let me know if you have questions. If you have questions setting it up, by all means, send me an email and I can go ahead and do that. Prisby says, let's do it in Vegas. That would be a lot of fun. Gail says, I think you made the Canard the best trip. Oh, Gail, thank you. I hope your Tim is feeling well. And you guys are a delight. You really are a delight. Let me show you this picture of Gail and Tim. I could feel Gail blushing as we speak. So sweet. So sweet. Um, here we go. So this is Gail and Tim, and we had breakfast together one morning. Look at the dining room, how gorgeous. I want to show you a kind of that view where you could see that's the dining room on board Queen Elizabeth. And what I loved so much about Queen Elizabeth, it is Cunard is the ship is one of the most beautiful ships I've ever been on. Absolutely stunning. I mean, everywhere you look, the dark woods, the homage to just the history they have is just incredible. But I'll zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, Gail and Tim, so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making the trip so fantastic. And I will show you this picture that the captain, and maybe some of you saw that, the captain of the Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, we had a great time. It really was. Cheryl saying, thank you, Prisby. Cheryl saying favorable, yes, favorable solar rates for Australia. There are. Sure. Oh, Jerry, Princess, your words. I'm going to share your post, and I hope that that's okay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your post was absolutely phenomenal, and I really had an amazing time with you, and fantastic. Thank you. Chris, and the captain came to our private function. That's right. So we did have a private function, and I said to the captain, hey, can you join us for a Sail with Seth private function? And he's like, absolutely. But he didn't say it like that. He was like, of course I can. I just made up the absolutely part. So in my mind, when he says, I would love to do that, bad British accent, I was like, great. And then I said to the group, he wants to do it so bad. Again, British, calm down, crazy American Seth. He can't wait. So yes, he did that. It was awesome. Love you right back, Jerry. All right, Linda. Oh, hi, Linda. How are you? As beautiful as the Queen Elizabeth is, wait till you board the Queen Mary too. I can't wait. Anne says, you made the Cunard trip perfect. So sweet. So sweet. I can't wait to party with you in Tahiti, Anne. We're going to have a great time. What else is on everyone's mind? As people slowly start to kind of, we've been together for an hour and 19 minutes. I can't believe it. Are you on the second cocktail, the third cocktail? Have you finished the bottle of wine? You tell me. I'm just on this now because I can't have another drink until I have dinner, which I don't even know. It's only 5:20 here. I don't know what to have for dinner tonight. Is my mom still watching? Mom, have you had dinner yet? Should I come over? So fun fact, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon, not today, on another day. And I'm like, so mom, what's going on? And she's like, do you want to come for dinner? I'm like, yes. But we didn't make that connection. And I went over there last night, so she probably wants to break with me. Oh, she just chimed in. No, as in you want me to come to dinner or what? Because I don't even know what I'm having yet. I'm craving Chinese. Should we bring in what should we do, Mom? Bryce, hey. Bryce is going to be in Tahiti. How's the AC? It's working well. So no joke. I was at my friend Bryce's house last week when I was up in Seattle, and I almost had a meltdown because my app went off on my phone and said to me, your air conditioning is not working. It's the truth. Your air conditioning is not working, is what the app said. And I thought, okay, well, how hot is it in my house? I took a snapshot of this. I'm just going to show everyone. Now I'm in Vegas. Everyone knows. All right. So here's my so this is the picture that I took. So green means that my alarm isn't on and all that kind of stuff. You want me to show you what the temperature was in my house? Ready? Not kidding. Not kidding. So I'm like, you've got, what is going on here? It's 100 and like, what is happening? 105. So air conditioning people came out, and now I have air conditioning. And I am feeling really good right now. And I will tell you, this is a long-winded answer. What is it at now? And that's really warm for me. I usually keep it at 68. But we're all on a budget now. So I'm working my up. 73 I'm feeling is okay. It goes down to like 68 with a fan at night. Because that's just what I want. Oh, Japanese food sounds really good. Gail, send us dinner. We're sick with COVID. I would bring you dinner. Barbara, I'm so excited about cruising with you. I can't wait to see you guys again. That's going to be so fantastic. Oh, Ruth! Ruth, eating the fruit from my sangria. Oh my God, I love you. I miss you guys. We have leftovers. Okay, that's a big fat no, Mom. So enjoy those leftovers. Dorothy got an appointment on the Calendar side. I love that. No, it's true. I would die. It's true. Ouch. What? 100% all of the yeses. This is, and then do you see my plant over there? I hope that see that? It's like droopy. Yeah. So it was like straight up, but yeah. Crazy. Just ate at the Village Idiot restaurant. Is that really what it's called? Village Idiot? Interesting. Okay, Mary, you go feed the cats. Oh, yay, we could do Chinese. Okay, I'm down. I'll call you after I'm done here, Mom. Oh, or Thai, but my dad doesn't like it. That's the problem. Marianne. Oh, Marianne, you live in Pennsylvania now. So how are things, by the way, Marianne? In Pennsylvania. Marianne made the big move cross country from Oregon to Pennsylvania. I think that, oh, Marianne, that's good, but we're homeless. Well, I mean, there is that, but at least you arrived safely, and it sounded like you had a good dinner with nachos and beer. All right, so let me know if you have any other questions here. And I probably missed a bunch. So if you have any other questions about any other trips, let me know. Dinner you're buying. If you come to Seattle, I'll buy you dinner. Joyce, you have a great weekend as well. Thank you for all the information. And look, oh, Jerry, thanks again for a fabulous Canary cruise. I enjoyed hearing from everyone, and it really was fantastic. Where did my picture go? Anyway. Oh, yeah, Pete. You can go meet Pete. Pete is in Marianne. He says hello. Chris says, to everyone, if you missed your question, retype it. Yes, please retype it. Okay, so again, if you have any other questions, if you just emailed me, let me know what you have or what you want, and I will be more than happy to go ahead and get back to you. I am really, really looking forward to all the cruises that we have together. Again, I would not be here without all of you, so thank you. I also want to tell you that if you are interested in the transatlantic cruise, please go ahead and let me know. But also the Antarctica cruise. The Antarctica cruise is by, I wish I could say it about the pricing, but I just can't. It is so low for that kind of price and for what we are all getting on that cruise. It's really going to be fantastic. So let me know. And again, sailwithseth@gmail.com. Go to my website, sailwithseth.com. Click on cruises. There you'll find all the information about the cruises that we just spoke about. Share this with your friends. Tell your friends and family all about my services because I really, like I said, wouldn't be here without all of you. I do deeply care for every single one of you. And I hope it shows. I know that I could do a better job. I'm full on transparent in getting back to you in a more timely manner, and I am working on that. So thank you for all of that. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything. And for all of you out there, this is what I have to say to you. Yeah, that is the studio round of applause. Thank you again. This is going to come in very handy, Martha, Chris, and Michael. We never want to hear this. We don't want to hear crickets. No. Another thing we don't want to hear is the boo. No. We only want to hear applause. And I have a big round of applause for all of you. Thanks again for joining me and spending your happy hour with me, friends. It really was a great time, and now it's mostly seltzer water and a leftover jam, but it's still delicious. So cheers to all of you. Thanks again for making my night, and have a great weekend. I will chat with you all next week. And if you send me an email, I'll get back to you here in the next couple days. Thanks again. Have a great night, my friends. Mwah! To all of you. Thank you. Have a great night and a great weekend.